Hello, everyone, and welcome once again to the Advancement Center. And welcome to a feeling, a beautiful feeling that has no detail, but that is surrounding everyone on the planet as we speak. It's a feeling of perfection, of unlimited possibilities, of peace, even in the face of whatever you see outside of your direct world that may contradict with this feeling that I'm expressing. It's the feeling of something that's here and something that's coming at the same time. So nothing that we see with our human eyes in this physical dimension is the full picture. It's a part of something, and it has many purposes. But the feeling that I'm speaking of doesn't care about any of that. It's just beautiful, harmonious, exciting, but for me, mostly joy and a lack of responsibility, a lack of operating the way things have operated in the past. So this week we had our first introduction of Simeon selections, and it was amazing to hear Simeon once again as he spoke intimately to us about what he does and how he hears everything that we are saying. He hears our questions, our concerns, our difficulties, and he sends back to us the beauty, the perfection, the magic, the things that get overlooked when your eyes turn to the difficulties. I always smile at that. You might have one thing disturbing you and 1,000 things making you happy. And the one thing pulls rank every time. So it's great when someone can send you something that changes your focus and flip that ratio so that the magic and the miracles are in the foreground. And until they disappear, which they will, the things that are causing you difficulty slip to the background. That's why laughter is so special. It's a package delivered from the outer reaches of the universe to shatter, and I mean shatter, everything. And our body responds, and everything changes in that instant. So stay tuned for more Simeon selections. They'll pop in whenever the time is right. And tune in so you don't miss his incredible deliveries for each one of us uniquely and to humanity as a collective. I find it incredible to see through his eyes as he shows us what he sees. We then see the world from his viewpoint. And what a world it is. Trees of green, red roses too. What a wonderful world. It's always a marvel to feel the reality of how you got to where you are at this moment. As I drive past the ocean to come here to work, randomly it'll hit me, I'm in California. That's because I don't really pay much attention to a name or place. But the fact that I'm 3,000 miles away from where I was born and where I grew up and where I spent most of my life. And I remember as a kid thinking, oh, I'd love to live in Florida or California. I've done both. That's how the magic works. That's how powerful we are. But still, we don't remember that we set that all up. And in a random moment, we'll think, I'm in California. How did that happen? I can't really describe the strangeness of that feeling, but you may have your own, how did I get here, feeling that's very similar. So we go where we're sent, or we go where we decided we wanted to go. And we have the opportunity to do what we came to do, or to be who we came to be. And it's an incredible feeling to be doing either of those things. All rooted in enjoying yourself and your life. I had another small conversation with my daughter, and she was saying, I wish I could get caught up. As she's raising two boys, a 6-year-old and a 4-year-old. I have some time. I want to do this and do this and do that. If I could just get to even, then I could go and do other things. And I said, you know what that place of even is called? She said, what? I said, dead. It doesn't exist. And that's a good thing. Because there's always more, there's always change, there's always something else to do. And It's okay if you look around and say, I should do that today, and you don't. And it's okay if you look around and say, I should do that today, and you do. The fact that you're looking around is what life's all about. And she laughed, and she appreciated the change of perspective, something that everyone struggles with, that everyone judges themselves. I should have, I should be, I want to. And then you go, ah, fuck them. It'll be there tomorrow. And it doesn't matter. I'm enjoying myself. I'm enjoying seeing myself do what I came to do. And not only that, the expansion. And we all have moments of some clarity, and the magnificence of that clarity takes you into another level of yourself, expands you, allows you to stand taller, be clearer, be more of you. And those things happen randomly. There is no way to set it up or predict it. It can be because of a disturbance. And you find yourself saying, that's it. I'm done with this. And whoosh, you've stepped into more of yourself. It could be so many things. But when you experience it, when it comes into your world, cherish it. It launches you into another realm of yourself where you can deliver more to everyone, receive more. The transparency grows, the filters disappear. You're becoming you. What a beautiful thing that is, to become you. I know more of those things are happening for each of us because it's time. For the people and by the people. I watch everyone's interaction with the system and format of life that we have lived under. Now I see how choice has become available and people are choosing things they have never considered before. Of course, it is evolution, but specifically, it is the effect of the energies on the planet and on all of its inhabitants. As we look back now, we can see how the fake pandemic was a part of this evolution. For even as it locked many into a prison of fear, it also freed many more to see life in a completely different way, one that they would have never seen had the whole event not happened. That is why you cannot get fixated on the negative of an event, for you must expand your view to see the fullness of its manifold purposes. Now the whole system and format are hanging by a thread as millions make choices every day that are in quiet opposition to its existence. There are no formal protests, just a simple choice to work from home, to leave your job, to change your child's school, to simplify your life, to laugh more, and to focus on enjoying your life. All these things and more weaken the threads that have been weaved together to build what seemed like an indestructible system. Yet it is being taken down by each person making one new choice over and over within a new awareness that they did not have before. And before you know it, the system's power and authority, which never was real, becomes like a glass house. And every choice that you make for your own happiness will be a rock that is thrown without force or anger into that glassed house, and it will shatter. Our whole way of living, which has been operating for over 2,000 years and more, is dissolving right before our eyes. We need only to look around or just feel this reality as these words shine a spotlight on it. What is coming will be created for the people and by the people. And even though it may look scattered, unorganized, and messy, it is perfect because it is happening within the flow of change. And unless you can see the bigger picture or the picture behind the picture, you will not see it approaching. It is your vision for the future that is coming, combined with the vision of all sentient beings and all humanity. If you can see or feel the reality of your vision approaching, then you will hasten its arrival. For it was long ago that you first put it into motion, and you have forgotten to activate it into the next level of its development. So we are working on both sides, building the new system in the spirit world, in the world of our Creator, and tearing down the old system here in the physical world by choosing to enjoy our life one moment at a time and allowing others to do the same. And now, chapter 8 of This is a Hoot. In the meantime, you know, your brain is fucked. Chapter 8, the lifeblood. The fear is gone. It has been our greatest enemy and our closest confidant, hidden in the recesses of our human mind. It has had its way with every human being on earth. Like a warm, cozy blanket, fear has wrapped itself around our human experience, and we have found comfort in the knowledge that no one seems able to escape the impact of its presence. Since the day we arrived in this physical dimension with its very dense energy, fear has been present. Can you imagine living in a country or town where there is complete abundance, no crime, great infrastructure, and laws that are followed by its citizens? Then imagine you wake up one day in the most impoverished, unhealthy, crime-ridden place that is always bordering on complete chaos, revolution, and government overthrow. Fear would exist in every fiber of your being, and you would feel the constant heaviness of its weight upon you, just as you would feel if you were carrying around a large piece of luggage on your back. You could taste it in the water, smell it in the air, and see it in the soil, for it would permeate every piece of life and every animate and inanimate object on earth. This is the power of fear. And this is the vibration that you descended into on the day of your birth. Its thread has weaved its way through every aspect of life: our finances, our safety, our security, our health, and our mortality, our education, our relationships, our profession, and most importantly, our relationship with ourselves. Just as love is the fluid and the lifeblood that the world of spirit and the world of your creator exist in, so fear is the fluid and the lifeblood that this physical world of matter exists in. It is part and parcel within the creation of this dimension and the density of its vibration. Where there is uncertainty, there is fear. Where there is the potential for lack, there is fear. Lack of food, lack of shelter, lack of finances, lack of wisdom, and lack of love. In lack, there is fear. Fear is real because this dimension is real, and you are here in it. Fear is not real because you live in another dimension, and you are not here in it. Pain is real because this dimension is real and you are here in it. Pain is not real because you live in another dimension and you're not here in it. Lack is real because this dimension is real and you are here in it. Lack is not real because you live in another dimension and you are not here to experience it. Therefore, they are simply illusions. It is not our true home, our true nature. It is not the frequency of the vibration that is you. That frequency is love. But as we have chosen to come here and enter the density of this dimension, we have also chosen to experience all there is within this dimension. And the fluid that allows the engine of this dense dimension to run goes by the name of fear. In any moment that you step back into your natural vibration, fear disappears because it does not exist there. And although the natural inclination of your being is to escape the dense dimension of fear, you chose to come here to surpass it, to transcend it, to bring that very thing under your authority through your loving nature. This task seems daunting and virtually impossible, except for the simple fact of who you are. You are one with the energy that created this dimension and this density and the fear that is the lifeblood of its existence. Therefore, it is all a part of your creation as a co-creator with that one who created it all. So yes, you can complete this task on one leg with your hands tied behind your back. And that's exactly what you said you would do before you came here. So the moments when you dance or sing or laugh or paint or run or work or do any activity that excites you or makes you happy, fear disappears and you return home. It is here that you are existing in the nature of love, which is the lifeblood of the one energy that created it all. And even though it appears and feels as though 99% of your being exists in this physical dimension, in fact, only closer to 1% of your being is existing here. And a number closer to 99% of your being is home in the world of your Creator. Even when you break the human day up into parts of the 24 hours of the day, 8 of them you were sleeping and you were gone. Two to 4 of those hours you might be daydreaming and you were gone. And 2 to 4 of those hours you may be doing something that makes you so happy that you disappear from the awareness of being here. That leaves potentially 8 hours to be fully here, where we are under the influence of fear, pain, and lack, and where our thoughts can only be derived from seeing ourselves as human. And the result of that is that our brain is fucked. And in those 8 hours, fear is the lifeblood of our existence. Our sensitivities are heightened, and we transmit to our body the program of survival to be put into full and constant readiness. And our level of reaction to everything we see, hear, feel, smell, taste, and touch is off the charts. But each day we have the opportunity to reduce those 8 hours of what is called suffering by 1 second or 1 minute or 1 hour until that moment when we reach mastery of this human experience and operate 24 hours a day in the lifeblood of our Creator, which is love. Return to your home for as long and as often as you can, and you will experience your own perfection, the perfection that is you. And let these words be a bridge to the awareness of the two. Love, the lifeblood of the world of your Creator, and fear, the lifeblood of this dimension and its density that was created by that very same Creator. And in that knowing, may you find the freedom and peace that has always existed in you and all around you at every moment. And may you always feel the support of that one energy and your true home, as well as all the aspects of that one energy that exist in form and out of form. And may you expand beyond the false power, which is the fear that this created density produced for us to experience and transcend. Because we've moved so far from our high vibration to this low density, we have lost the awareness of our divinity. This opens the door for every religion, every philosophy, and every piece of knowledge that has come with an agenda to take advantage of the opportunity that fear has created, to step in and control and profit from the fact that we have forgotten that we are divine. And in our fear, we have given our sovereignty and power away, because through that fear, we were made to think that there's something wrong with us, that we are doing the wrong thing, and that we must do certain things to be loved and accepted by a God that is not the true God. The systems of this world filled the vacuum that was created when we believed that we needed an intercessor to connect to a false God that we were already greater than. And so every day is filled with us not being enough, with I'm not good enough, I'm not smart enough, I'm not pretty enough, I'm not spiritual enough, I'm not talented enough, and I'm not good enough to be divine. We fear the dark, we fear the light, we fear what's wrong, We fear what's right. We feared we would succeed. We feared that we would fail. We feared that we would die. And we feared we'd go to hell. Fear is just a result of forgetting that we are divine. The lifeblood of this density where we've chosen to spend some time. Fear is not the enemy. This I know. It was created and delivered to enhance the show so we could experience all the things within this vibration where fear is the king. So resilient are we. Fear never had a chance to keep us from leaving and returning to the dance with our Creator, the dance up above, the dance in the lifeblood called love. And a little song delivered to fear. Steve walks warily down the street as fear tries to pull him low. Ain't no sound but the sound of his feet. His true nature just says no. Are you ready? Are you ready for this? Are you hanging on the edge of your seat? Out of the doorway, the laughter rips to the sound of the beat. Yeah. Another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust. And another one gone. Another one gone. Another one bites the dust. Hey, I'm gonna get you too. Fear just bit the dust. How did you think I was gonna get along without you when you're gone? You took me for everything that I had, but now I'm out on my own. Now I'm happy. Now I'm satisfied. How long can you stand the heat, Mr. Fear? Out of the doorway, the laughter rips to the brand new beat. Look out. Another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust. And another one gone, and another one gone. Another one bites the dust. Hey, I just got you too. Fear just bit the dust. There are plenty of ways that you can hurt a man and bring him to the ground. You can scare him, you can fool him, you can make him forget that he is wearing a crown. But I'm ready. Yes, I'm ready for you. And I'm standing on my own 2 feet. Your reign is over and the laughter grows, repeating the sound of the beat. Another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust. And another one's gone, and another one's gone. Another fear bites the dust. Hey, I'm gonna get you too. Fear just bit the dust. We're knocking them out left and right so that that feeling that I expressed right from the beginning is shining in your field. And you're operating in the lifeblood of the world of your Creator, which is love. Thank you for joining me, everyone. Until next time. I am your friend. I am David.